Hi, thanks for joining me on this journey. We're in the Essential Guide to CBD. We are on P for Parkinson's disease. And that's pretty prevalent today. You probably know someone that has Parkinson's disease or multiple people. Parkinson's disease is the second most common neurological disorder after Alzheimer's disease and affects about 1 million Americans. Parkinson's disease is most associated with compromised motor function after the loss of 60% to 80% of dopamine-producing neurons. As these neurons become damaged or die and the brain is less able to produce adequate amounts of dopamine, people may experience tremor of the hands, arms, leg, or jaw, muscle rigidity, stiffness of the limbs and trunk, slowness of movement, impaired balance and coordination, decreased facial expressions, dementia or confusion, fatigue, sleep disturbances, depression, constipation, cognitive changes, fear, anxiety, urinary problems. So pretty much everything. Uncontrolled Parkinson's disease significantly reduces quality of life and can render a person unable to care for themselves, trapped in a body they cannot control. That's sad. Within a brain affected by Parkinson's disease, there are inordinate numbers of Lewy bodies, protein clusters that cause dysfunction and neurological degeneration. These Lewy bodies, coupled with the demise of dopamine-producing neurons, are considered to be the hallmarks of Parkinson's, but mounting evidence suggests that these aberrations are actually advanced stage manifestations of a slowly evolving disease process. It appears that non-motor symptoms such as constipation, sleep disorders, and cognitive changes can occur for years before the disease progresses to the brain, and that Parkinson's disease is actually a multi-system disorder, not just a neurological ailment which develops over a long period of time. According to the National Parkinson's Foundation, motor symptoms of Parkinson's disease only begin to manifest when most of the brain's dopamine-producing cells are already damaged. Patients whose Parkinson's is diagnosed at an early stage have a better chance of slowing its progression. The most common approach to treating the disease is with oral intake of L-DOPA, the chemical precursor to dopamine. But in some patients, long-term uses of L-DOPA will exacerbate Parkinson's disease symptoms. Unfortunately, there's no cure yet. Acclaimed neurologist Sir William Gowers was the first to mention cannabis as a treatment for tremors in 1888. In his Manual of Diseases of the Nervous System, Gowers noted that oral consumption of an Indian hemp extract quieted tremors temporarily, and after a year of chronic use, the patient's tremors nearly ceased. So with consistency, it went away. Modern scientific research supports the notion that cannabis could be beneficial in reducing inflammation and the symptoms of Parkinson's disease, as well as slowing its progression. Federally funded preclinical probes have documented that robust antioxidant and neuroprotective properties of CBD and THC, with particular application in the treatment of neurodegenerative diseases such as Alzheimer's disease, Parkinson's disease, and HIV dementia. These findings formed the basis of U.S. government patent granted in 2003 on cannabinoids as antioxidants and neuroprotectants. I never heard that. In 2003. Did you ever hear that before? More recently, scientists at the University of Louisville School of Medicine in Kentucky and the University of North Carolina at Greensboro have identified a previously unknown molecular target of CBD. In a presentation at the 2017 meeting of the International Cannabinoid Research in Montreal, they reported that CBD activates an orphan receptor in the brain called GPR6 in a way that boosts dopamine production. This preclinical laboratory finding warrants further investigation, given as yet there is no cure for Parkinson's. Though we don't know exactly what causes Parkinson's, one theory traces that the earliest signs of Parkinson's to the enteric nervous system, the gut, Gut health is so important. The medulla, the brainstem, an olfactory bulb in the brain, which controls one's sense of smell. New research shows that alterations in the microbiome may be a risk factor for Parkinson's and related mitochondrial dysfunction and energy depletion. This may be an underlying cause of the movement difficulties associated with Parkinson's disease. On a side note, Alzheimer's disease is actually considered diabetes type 3. So what you eat really matters, and gut health is really important. The gut is really the second brain. Bacterial overgrowth in the small intestine has been linked to worsening motor functions in patients with Parkinson's disease. In 2017, an article in the European Journal of Pharmacology titled "The Gut-Brain Axis in Parkinson's Disease: Possibilities for Food-Based Therapies." Researchers examined the interplay between gut dysbiosis and Parkinson's. The authors report that Parkinson's disease pathogenesis may be caused or exacerbated by dysbiotic microbiota-induced inflammatory responses in the intestine and in the brain. As discussed previously, THC helps to maintain a well-balanced gut flora by contributing beneficial probiotic bacteria, while CBD supports a healthy microbiome by enhancing the endocannabinoid tone. So many reasons to give this a try. If you're suffering from Parkinson's, I'm sorry. If you know someone that's suffering from it, I'm sorry. But maybe we can try gut health improvement and some CBD, and being consistent with it, and also knowing the quality of the product that you're putting into your body. That matters so much. Thanks for listening.